the samurai both got acceptable levels. They could have gotten more spells, but that's fine. They both got more than 10 hit points, considering how many they should be getting. 10 is actually the threshold for them. For the clerics, it's 8. The mage apparently refuses to get more than 7. But I can't even always get that. But they have made a level. They're faster. Which means they're gonna start raising their strength. Their spells are probably gonna continue to happen slower until I start actually putting points in their intellect. But fighters first. Spellcasters lower priority. So get them better at the fighting first. Speaking of which, we get to go see how that goes. You have more than one there, so you actually need to rest. Because you cast that. And I forgot. Yeah. I scrolled through those and didn't actually look at the numbers. Oh right, you need like 7 of them. But you'll be ready in 2, and then they'll all take a fair number. But we want to see if level 5 is when that big noticeable difference happens. And we will remember to cast our spells, because it will make things take a little less time regardless. But we get to watch how your attacks go. You get to cast it because you're first in line. Which one is it? That's the one. There is a 2 times for X. So they can now. Not that they're going to consistently yet. But it's still progress. You may have rolled lower, but we also had better consistency with hitting. So it did just work out better. Now, we've only got 2 of these until you level, then ideally more of them. Good job, ladies. You being able to cast that. You being able to cast that. Probably matters, but we can do it without. didn't have the others cast the defense. You still have some, so... while the number of rounds isn't comparable because Murphy's hit points can vary so much, the numbers of rounds that are full of misses are still noticeably higher. That change of 2 in his AC matters. I do also have an idea. About when I'm doing longer sessions of this, how to shorten that. Remember to do you first. And yeah, you don't have anything you can cast that would actually... Not that I can't try, but it doesn't work. So... But thought, if I can manage to time it right, and if I'd be streaming this, the window wouldn't be full screen. There'd be space for me to be able to see the chat in case there was anyone in it, but it also means I'd have direct access to OBS, which means it would make it easier for me to have the recording, because I can be streaming and recording at the same time, and I've done that in the past for sessions where I was sitting and playing multiple videos worth in one sitting. But I would be able to pause for the fight and then just unpause when you see just this round 7 when we got to Murphy is dead or very nearly so. So I'm just capturing this is how long this one took. Um, that would be I think the simplest way for me to highlight how it goes without showing all this back and forth. Though the fights will also take a lot less time, but there will be a lot more of them in a row. So I think that would be the easiest way for me to highlight how things are going. And maybe preserve trips back to town, because those are natural breaks. Because right now, the way things are going, we've got the hit points to make use of what healing we may end up needing to wait until we're gonna level up to go back to town. And we're gonna just train your fucking trash dog to not bark at every fucking thing all the goddamn time. I hate my neighbors. It's not the dog's fault. That is their humans' fault for not fucking training them to not bark at every fucking thing. But they really need to shut the fuck up. Anyway. We level. We're gonna have more hit points. Possibly more and better healing magic. So it makes the staying out until we need to go back to level easier and easier. But I missed that window, and I know the audio, it's an audio focus, so if I click, if I do this, the game is now in the background, and the audio stops, but the game doesn't stop, so I would have to actually be timely in the clicking, or just unpausing the recording when Murphy is close, so that I don't miss it, but yeah. We'll get them that one more, so that they're gonna rest when they level up, and that will restore the magic they're gonna use, healing us all. They're doing what they can to heal us all. Yeah, you're out. So it's your turn. If you're unwilling to train your dog, you shouldn't fucking have one. Like, I am certain they lack the capacity to do it themselves, so they would have to pay someone to train their dog to not bark at everything and everyone all the fucking time. But it's something that needs to happen for the sake of everyone else and the dog. And it's not going to. Honestly, I know someone who's afraid of dogs. That dog just existing like that would be actively traumatizing. And that's on those shitty humans not doing their fucking job. Being hypothetically at least able to just capture the ends of the fights as a sort of highlight reel for how that's going and how efficiently we are or aren't getting that done. That doesn't mean it's even something that's desirable. Like, if I'm gonna stream the whole thing, I can just have that exist. Or stream some amount of it, but maybe all of it. And then those are very readily watched at double speed, if they're watched after the fact at all. And seeing when the fight is nearly done is an easy thing to slide along looking for. So, I don't know if it would be worth it to bother trying to record something other than the whole thing, save for me getting up and taking actual breaks to refill a beverage or go to the bathroom or whatever. Because I would pause the recording for that. I do like that I have the ability to stream and then record subsets of that stream instead of having to edit down the whole thing. Bounce me back to the front. You. That's as good as we're gonna get for the moment. And we get to save our progress here. And then see how these might look. Well, no. You did start to get additional first level spell slots, so that's good information. Okay. So, they are at that point. That is good to know. I mean, they'll go away again when they change class, but having extra spell slots for healing is still helpful. is that one? Oh, Halioto is the fire one. That's the bigger fire spell. I actually know. I actually know without having to look it up. Good job, me. That is, yeah. Yep, that's the bigger fire spell. I don't actually know most of the spells by name. So that was actually an accomplishment for me. Remembering that all on my own. But of course those spells were shit. Those levels were shit. Because of course they were. But the relevant thing of they're starting to get extra castings is good. You didn't get any 4th level spells. And only one of you, even the 2 of you that were behind on... Oh no, you are all caught up on the 3rd level spells. But you're not getting 4ths yet. Probably. Probably next level. Yeah, probably. But we'll see. And then we'll end up topping off the rest of the healing, filling the magic back up, and then how? That's going to be 2 of them. We just need 2 more and then they'll level, and then they'll be much more competent. And then that's a little over too, so. And then a gap there, so. Yeah, I guess I'd go out for the 3, because it's them, and then might as well. Yeah. I mean, it's not going to be synchronous, but at some point, it's just going to be, I'll go back when they need to, and then everyone else will just get whatever level or levels they're gonna at that point, and that will stand out more the higher the levels go, because their rate is slower, and then they're all gonna change class and loop around and be faster again for a while they continue to get slower until I think it used to be 13th level and up was the same amount for each additional level. So it will eventually plateau. How big that gap is, but they're going to be ahead of the curve, so I wonder a thing, and I did remember to have things open in case I had a question and wanted to look up the answer. I saw you. There it is. So we will end up with, we have Samurai, who at least used to be 13, level 13 and beyond was 428,429 a level. A lord is more than that at 475,008. Wizards are exactly the same as samurai, or they were. So yeah. And then of course thieves level faster than everybody else, so that's 260,639. So once the mage, who is slightly slower than the clerics, actually converts, they're going to be much faster and lap people. Um, yeah, I actually I did remember to open the tabs I have of resources for the game, should I want to actually look at something, so it was already open when it occurred to me that I wonder how that's going to look when they're actually all the class they're going to be, and apparently that's how it's going to be. So the two that end up being wizards will end up locked in whatever relative position they are with the samurai, assuming nobody dies. One death, not yet. One death. Yeah. Things change once you leave the first floor. That number is likely to go up. But by the time we leave the first floor, we will have magics to address that. And if those go horribly awry, I do make backup saves. But yeah, okay. They'll fall into line. The Lord will drag behind, unsurprisingly. And once you're a thief, you'll start lapping people, because why the fuck not? Okay. Yeah, we're getting very close to grinding streams, because yeah, we'll see how I can get those levels to go, and then go from there. So, because we're not quite there yet. Soon.